It's Dave Johow, pleased to be joined by someone you haven't met before. We've had him on the site before, Mark Big Bear Ahondjo. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. How are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. What's been happening then? You are the East Midlands Super Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
A lot of eyes are on you at the moment because we're hoping that, when I say we, people that know the industry, we're looking at seeing you turn pro. Have you got any announcements, or is something looming? You don't need to expose it all on here, but things moving in the right direction.
I'd say I don't want to give it all away, but let's just say stuff's moving in the right direction. And me and Aski had a meeting the other day, so announcements and stuff will be soon happening. I'm going to let Aski take care of that.
Good stuff.
But it's good news. Good news.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to the announcement. So for people that haven't seen you box or they don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into the sport?
I've been boxing for, I'd say, probably just under a year due to the pandemic, but it would be longer if you included it, but I've not had no facilities or nowhere to train. So just under a year. And I got in boxing through my uncle, which is Michael, who's good friends with Aski. And he obviously decided for me basically just to keep my head down and put me in the right direction and just take me away from certain things and certain environments, just keep my head focused on boxing. Then here we are today.
Absolutely brilliant. And in regards to just boxing for just over a year now, you've chose a funny sort of time with the pandemic and everything happening. We're in lockdown. We're in lockdown 3 now. How have you been finding that whilst training, whilst still trying to make the progression in your career?
Like, to be honest, it was a bit of like a mad one. Because at first I couldn't see Aski, I couldn't even see Michael, and I just couldn't even go to the gym. I was parks and skipping and running and just doing what I can. But I had a fight 2 weeks before they announced the lockdown. So I was only boxing then for like 5-6 months. So the experience I had up to then wasn't really great. It was good because of the training I'm getting and who my trainer is. But I've missed out on so much that I could have been doing because of this lockdown and stuff like that. But God is good, and I'm back in the gym with Aski. So things will be moving in the right direction.
Mark, how old are you now?
21.
So you're 21. This is in 2021, so it's going to be a big year, hopefully, when those announcements happen. So you're with Asgar Tair, who's a friend of the show. He's been on the road with Billy Joe Saunders, Tyson Fury, Josh Taylor. So you're mixing with the right sort of company there. What's the plan for your career when you do turn pro, when it is this year? What sort of plan have they got in place? Is it going to be out maybe once, twice? What's the sketch?
Me personally, I can't really give you a solid answer on that because right now the main thing I'm focusing on is just getting fit and just getting in shape and just learning my trade, learning my craft, and just perfecting my boxing really. Because when I do go and fight, I want to make sure I've covered all my flaws and I've got every aspect of the game.
Brilliant. And your East Midlands area title that you won at amateur level, was it last year, wasn't it? Yeah. So pre-pandemic.
Yeah, last year in March.
I think I saw you at one of the presses, and you were saying, look, you're going to be fighting in. Was it in Coventry? You fought so as a.
Oh, it was in Nottingham. That fight was in Nottingham.
Oh, right. Okay. So it was in the Midlands. You won in devastating fashion as well. So just imagine that now. How can you apply all of that into the pro ranks? Is it going to be a simple transition, do you think, or?
I think as long as I stick to what I'm doing, listen to Aski, the transition is going to be smooth. It's not going to be, I need to figure out this, I need to figure out that, I'm a bit clueless. As long as I stick to the plan and just follow the training that he's got for me, all's going to be good.
Brilliant. And domestically, world level heavyweight, what are your sort of what are your goals first of all, and secondly, looking at all the fighters around at heavyweight, who do you think is the man at the moment at heavyweight? Is it Anthony Joshua? Is it Fury?
My goals. First, I'm gonna answer your first question. My goals in boxing is basically just make sure my family, we all have generational wealth, and just make sure that we're in a better position, and just make sure we never have to worry about a thing again. And also, my goals in boxing is to be the best. It's to be the best and to be number one. And to do that, I'm gonna have to push and just keep training and keep going forward. And the man at heavyweight right now, you know what? You could answer. Some people can say AJ, some people can say Fury, but AJ does have more belts, so it depends what you're going for. But I think Fury is a better boxer than AJ. So I'll flip that on you. What do you think?
Hey, listen, I'm not here to take sides. I'm comfortable sitting on the fence here.
I'd say this: boxing, Fury, but if someone to finish, to put someone down, I think AJ could do that.
It'll be an interesting fight when it happens, right? So hopefully that gets announced soon as well. So you come from Leicester, home of Rendlesham Road, just to name one person there. Is it a fighting city? Can you get the crowd behind you? Because you got, in terms of football, it's definitely a football city now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a football city. It's a football city. But I think once things stop moving and they start just seeing a trend and start seeing things happen, I reckon we'll start getting some eyes for the boxing as well. But I'm not really, I don't really think about crowds and sort of stuff like when I'm fighting. Like I kind of just like tunnel vision. All I can hear is Asgar's voice, and that's it.
Yeah. So you just focus on that one thing.
Yeah, just focus on the job. Don't really let the outside. If you let the outside get involved too much, then your head's just going to be all over the place and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll be good to make the city into a boxing city.
Brilliant. And the rapping, because I've heard you like to drop some beats and bars as well.
Just a small few
yeah.
here and there, the spare time.
So how's that going? Are you still keeping up to date with that? Sorry, not up to date. Are you still making a few moves on that, or side now?
With music, it's not really my main focus. It's just a hobby. It's something I can do, and it's fun. And I've got the ability and the talent to do it. It's just something I just do for fun in the spare time here and there. But boxing is the main focus, so I can't really just let that distract me or do anything to take my mind off things.
Yeah, you could be one of the few boxers who comes out to their own theme song, to be fair. Who knows?
That's what's gonna happen, mate.
You could come out and to your own tunes. What fights are you looking forward to this year that are going to happen? Because we've got some bangers that are going to happen, really, to be fair. You got possibly AJ versus Fury. Billy Joe could be taking on Canelo. Josh Ramirez, if that happens. So we got loads there. I mean, these are all people.
I'd say Billy Joe and Canelo, that would be a good fight. AJ and Fury, that's the main one I want to see. Errol Spence and Crawford, hopefully that happens. It's a bit, if you've been seeing what's going on, it's a bit left, right. It's a bit all over the place. Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, I'd like to see that one.
Yeah, they're good fights.
And because Ryan Garcia has been running his mouth, just calling Tank a lot. I'd love to see them two get in the ring.
Yeah,
those fights there mainly I'd like to see.
Yeah, there'll be some interesting ones also as well. Teofimo Lopez was calling out Josh Taylor as well, wasn't he? They only wanted to fight Josh Taylor, so that who knows what could happen this year.
Who wants to move up in weight? Go for it, mate.
So what kind of things have you Asgi and Michael been working on in camp?
I don't want to. I can't let everything out the bag. I can't let everything out the bag,
Too
but
secretive, Mark. Too secretive.
because I like to show on the night. I'm more of action speak louder than words type person. But yeah, we've been just basically conditioning, just conditioning and just getting back into the rhythm of things mainly because I've missed so much out training and I've only just got back with ASCII this week because of back and forth stuff. I've got stuff to do. I've been there, I've been in this place, been in that place. So I've just finally got back with him. So just basically getting back conditioned so I can do what I need to do.
Brilliant. I'll tell you what, look, make sure you reach out and you tell us when that baby, and no doubt we'll see it soon anyway. Make sure you give us the nod and let us know big date is because we'll be looking forward to that one. Another heavy.
You want all the information, don't you, mate?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, when there's a new boxer on the scene, absolutely. So make sure you let us know when that is. Have you got any shout outs or anyone you want to mention? And where and obviously give us your handle where people can follow you as well.
Shout outs, obviously I want to mention my team always. ATM, me, ASCII, Michael, Mikey, obviously Habil and his brother Ahid, and just everybody who supports, everyone that supports me, everybody that looks out for me, and just everybody that wants to see me do well, really. And you can find me on social media on my Instagram, which is _FBIZZLE. Then on Twitter, it's the other way around. So it'll be FBIZZLE_. Then I've got my Facebook page, which is you just type Big Bear Bizzle and it'll just come up. And then you can just be a part of the journey and just follow what's going on, really, mate.
Brilliant. Mark, thanks again from the Boxing Voice. We'll be in touch. Good luck for what 2021 brings to you. And guys, look out for Mark, Big Bear.
And you definitely come down. You need to come down sometime, mate. Need to see me train.
100% we'll be there again. You got a cracking stable now as well, so 100% we'll be there.
Need to see the bear in action, mate.
Yeah. 100% we'll be down. We'll be down, mate. Don't you worry. You take care.
You take care, mate.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.